Welcome to the Wake Tech Dental Hygiene Information Session. Please take a moment and grab a piece of paper and a pen so that you are able to take notes. The objectives for this session include explaining the Wake Tech Dental Hygiene admissions process and explaining the application process, reviewing details about the dental hygiene program, and explaining the selection process. Students seeking enrollment in health science programs at Wake Tech will submit 2 applications. The first, an application for general admissions, must be submitted. This enables the college to create a student record. The second application you will submit will be a dental hygiene program application. This places you in a pool of qualified applicants to be considered for the clinical classes and program. The steps to be admitted to Wake Tech are to apply to the college. On the main page of the school website, you will find links to the residency determination interview and the college application. Students who have previously attended Wake Tech Community College may also need to apply if the last term you attended was a semester or longer ago. Applicants will then need to submit official transcripts from both high school and college. Placement is based on U.S. high school unweighted GPA and/or prior college. Students who completed high school outside of the United States will be required to take the math and English placement test. After you are admitted, then you will complete your enrollment steps, which include new student orientation, e-learning intro if you wish to take any courses fully online, and then academic advising. Below you will see a link to our placement test information if you qualify for the placement test. Transcripts are a requirement. You must provide us with official high school and college transcripts. Official simply means they are unopened by anyone before we receive them. Transcripts can be sent in the following way. They can be sent electronically from the sending institution to transcripts@waketech.edu. They can be hand-delivered to any campus unopened, or they can be mailed to Student Services, 9101 Fayetteville Road, Raleigh, North Carolina, 27603. Regarding transcript evaluations, North Carolina community colleges use the same Common Course library. So if you attend a local community college, it is likely that your courses will transfer to Wake Tech. Students attending other colleges and universities, we must look at courses that have the same number of credit hours and have a comparable course content as the courses that you're wishing to receive credit for. If you have transfer credits, we encourage you not to self-advise because some courses that you feel as though may convey may not. Please also be aware that advisors do not award transfer credit, and it is the responsibility of the transcript evaluation team to do so. If you do have questions related to transcript evaluations, then we do supply you at the bottom of this slide with information on how to email that team. College transcripts are officially reviewed after a student has been accepted to the college. We ask that you allow 4 to 6 weeks for that process to occur. Official transcripts from our accredited institutions will be reviewed against established standard course equivalencies. Now we will take a moment to dig into general details about the dental hygiene program. The number of students admitted is 24 students per year. The typical applicant pool can be as low as 80 and as high as 100. We are often asked, why is the dental hygiene program limited enrollment? Our accreditation standards dictate that the number of students enrolled must be proportionate to the resources available to the program. Under consideration are the following: size of facilities, number of clinic and lab stations, equipment and technology available, and number of qualified staff. There is a method for selecting students for the program. We use a point system. For each general education course or prerequisite course completed at the time of application, you will receive competitive points. Students with the highest points will be selected for the 24 clinical seats. The dental hygiene program is an associate's degree. The program is 5 semesters long, not including the semesters spent taking general education courses. The program always starts in the fall and is a full-time day program. Completers are eligible for state licensure to become a registered dental hygienist. The cost for national exams are $600, and the cost for regional and state exams is $1,150 plus a $275 facility fee. Our program has an on-site 23-chair clinic with 4 X-ray rooms at the Perry Health Sciences campus. Patient requirements differ by semester and year, but on average, to meet minimum requirements, students need 1 to 2 geriatric patients, 5 to 9 adult patients, 1 to 2 pedodontic patients, and 1 to 2 adolescents each semester. Students are required to help locate patients for the clinic and are supplemented by a clinic pool of patients. Semester patient requirements must be met to continue in the program. As you consider this program, it is important to understand, how do you earn points? There are 8 general education courses. Point values are assigned to grades of A, B, or C. The students with the highest points from grades and additional points are chosen to fill the 24 seats. The classes we award points for are Communications 120, Interpersonal Communications or a Public Speaking course, English 111, which is your standard English composition. We award points for a humanities or fine art elective. Examples of those courses include art, music, religion, philosophy, and humanities classes. We award points for psychology, introduction to psychology or general psychology. We award points for sociology. We award points for any 100 level chemistry or higher. We award points for anatomy and physiology, either Bio 163, which is 5 credits, or 2 separate anatomy and physiology courses that have a Part 1 and Part 2. We also award points for microbiology. Sciences must have been completed within a 5-year window of applying. An example of this is if you are applying for 2026, sciences would need to be completed between 2021 and 2026. Science beyond 5 years cannot be used in the points process. Successful completion of the prerequisites or general courses does not guarantee admissions. Students again are chosen from highest to lowest points. And transfer biology courses must have labs. This includes anatomy and physiology and microbiology. We do allow some course substitutions if you have taken courses at another college or university. It is important to consult an advisor regarding how transfer credits will apply once your transcript has been evaluated. We are often asked, why are the general education courses shown as part of the program on the Wake Tech Community College website? The program planning guide is published to illustrate the total number of credits needed to complete the full degree. The non-dental courses listed are for pre-dental hygiene students to take to be considered competitive applicants. The intent of the non-dental courses being completed prior is that during the 2 years of clinical courses, your focus would solely be on the program requirements. The question is often asked about course load. We do realize that our students work and have other obligations outside of school. There is flexibility taking the general education courses, but the dental hygiene program courses are in a full-time day format. So please consider that as you're looking into the program. As for the prerequisite or general courses, you can take those part-time or full-time, and we offer them in various formats, including online, day, afternoons, evenings, and hybrid. The classes you take have point values. It is often better to take fewer and perform better than take too many and struggle. So always consider your life school balance when course planning. In addition to the points that you earn for the grades that you received in your general courses, there are additional ways to earn points in the competitive admissions process. Applicants earn competitive points based on scores earned on the admissions tests for dental hygiene. This test is administered through the American Dental Association. This is a nationally administered standardized admissions test for applicants of dental hygiene programs designed to assess skill levels and assist with admissions decisions. Information about the exam is located at this web link, or you can Google ADA ATDH. Exams are offered at Prometric test centers across the United States. The examination fee is currently $145. Partial fee waivers are available in the case of severe hardships. See the ATDH Candidate Guide for more information. For our admissions process, applicants may only take the ATDH 2 times, one regular test and one retake per application cycle, and the highest perceptual ability score will earn points towards the admissions process. Applicants need to possess psychomotor skills, perceptual ability, and reasoning skills for this profession. These skills are evaluated on the ATDH. The maximum points for the ATDH is 10 points. Below you can see how the points are awarded and the topics that this section of the test will cover. This slide illustrates additional point opportunities available to students. 4 points will be awarded for students who supply a copy of your diploma or certificate from an ADA CODA accredited dental assisting program and/or a copy of your current dental assisting national board certificate. 3 points will be awarded if you supply a copy of a transcript or current certification license in a healthcare field outside of dental. 1 point will be awarded for attending the dental hygiene boot camp. However, this has to be completed within 3 years of the program application deadline. And 2 points will be awarded for anyone who attends the career exploration course in dental hygiene within 3 years of the program application. This slide illustrates the maximum number of points that can be earned in the competitive admissions process. The highest points possible for courses is 44. The highest points possible for the admissions test for dental hygiene is 10. The maximum additional points is 10, giving the grand total of highest points possible 64. There are important items that you really need to know and understand for dental hygiene admissions. We are a limited enrollment program. We cannot admit every highly qualified applicant because of space limitations. There is no wait list. There are accepted students, alternates, and not accepted students. Alternates are invited to the program orientation in the event an accepted student declines their seat before the start of the term. Orientation for dental hygiene is mandatory and is usually in April or May of the application start year. Only those students who turn in the dental application will be considered for the DEN courses. Send updated transcripts if you are enrolling in courses at another college. It is important for us to have all academic information when we are evaluating you for program admissions. Applications must be resubmitted on a yearly basis. Wake Tech does not offer a wait list for this program. If you are not admitted, then we highly suggest that you meet with a healthcare and wellness advisor to discuss your options, create a parallel plan, or a game plan to move forward. Points are calculated at the time the clinical applications are due. Courses completed after the deadline will not be included in the total points calculation. Upon successful completion of the program, dental hygiene graduates may be eligible to take the national, regional, and state board exams leading to licensure. In most states, licensure results in the credentials RDH. Students interested in practicing outside North Carolina should investigate the licensure requirements for the state in which they wish to reside. Boards are scheduled by the students from March to June each year, followed by licensure normally by late June. So most are finding work by July each year. They are working all over the area, mostly in private offices in Wake County and surrounding counties. In the state of North Carolina, to obtain a dental hygiene license, you need to be a U.S. citizen or hold a green card. If you are a student on a visa or a deferred action for childhood arrivals individual, at this time you are not eligible for license after graduation. For more information, visit the North Carolina State Board of Dental Examiners. The program follows guidelines for admissions related to residency status. You may graduate from the program and not be a U.S. citizen, but may not be eligible for a dental hygiene license, therefore not being eligible to be employed in the state of North Carolina. Students admitted to programs that require a clinical or work-based learning component will be required to provide the college with an official criminal background check and proof of vaccinations in order to meet the requirements of the clinical site. The criminal background check will be required of all students when the applicant is admitted to the clinical portion of a health science program. The North Carolina Board of Dental Examiners may request information regarding conviction of a felony and or misdemeanor and or current charges on the application for licensure, and may decide not to license an individual based on the results of an investigation. The following notes are from the department head. This is a health service job. Soft skills you must possess in this profession include professionalism and ethics, attention to detail, empathy and compassion, effective interpersonal skills. What's important is perceptual ability and fine motor skills, which involves small hand actions that require precise, coordinated movements of small muscle groups. This job is physically demanding on the back, shoulders, fingers, and wrists, and grip strength is extremely important. Students enrolled in the dental hygiene program may be exposed to bloodborne pathogens via blood and body fluids during routine procedures. It is difficult to work while in the program. Students who work usually have flexible job schedules or work only during the weekends. Students will need to help locate patients to be treated in the clinic to meet course requirements. And if you are accepted or an alternate to the clinical program, attendance at the orientation is mandatory, no exceptions. If you attended another dental hygiene program and wish to apply to Wake Tech's dental hygiene program, applicants who have been dismissed from or discontinued another dental hygiene program will need to submit letters. That letter needs to include a personal letter of explanation and a letter of explanation from the program director. Up to 8 points may be deducted from the total quality points. Point deductions are effective during the first 3 years after leaving the program. You will be ranked with all applicants to the program and must be competitive. If competitive, coursework from the prior program will be reviewed to determine if advanced standing is possible. In order to submit an application, each student must be in good academic standing. Submit the program application and technical standards form between August 1st and January 31st. Science proficiency must be met to be eligible to submit a clinical application. This can be met by completing 1 full unit of high school chemistry, Chemistry 090 or 094, Chem MOOC tutorial, college chemistry, or college biology. There is no age restriction on the classes to meet proficiency. However, Chemistry 130, Biology 163, and Biology 175 must be completed within 5 years of the window of applying to the program. An example of that would be 2021 to 2026 for fall of 26. Sciences beyond 5 years cannot be used in the point process. Submit 20 hours of unpaid documented shadowing within a year of applying to the clinical program. The form is accessed in the dental hygiene packet or the dental hygiene admissions webpage. We are at the conclusion of this presentation. So this illustrates what your next steps will be. We ask that you complete the quiz of understanding so that we can document that you've completed this. Print and review any and all documents related to dental hygiene admissions. Visit the dental hygiene admissions page for the most current program admissions packet and dental hygiene checklist. Meet with a healthcare and wellness admissions and academic advisor. You can visit advising.waketech.edu and click on the Healthcare and Wellness Advising team, or you can email us at hsadvising@waketech.edu. We thank you for your time. Have a wonderful day.